Kempton's the only one that said.
Oh, no, that's right. I'm sorry. Police. Yeah, that's right. Oh, God. Don't do that, Justin. Don't do that to me. Now, come on now.
Well, yeah, I can take the pig if you want.
Okay, pig for Justin. Dee, what would you like?
I get paid either way.
Okay. Well, I'm probably going to ask you guys both for both, but I'll make sure that I get you guys the one who wants to on that one for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Shall we?
Short.
I always hate when we come out of it and your guys are like, oh, I had something really good to say about that one. I'm like, I didn't know.
All right, that qualifies as the cute thing that you do in the beginning of the video.
Okay.
You can do your hair or...
Can we be short, concise, and to the point, and remember that we have a lot of people in today? And
Yes, and we are
that it would
less
be
than
great
30,
to
guys.
number of us.
Anybody heard anything about a special report? Jaybird? Did you hear anything about a special report? Okay. Okay. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the News 4 Forum. The show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the next generation of the letter to the editor. So let's get started, including your tech news. And starting off this morning with a look at what is trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com for the 4th day in a row is famed motorcycle family member dies after crash. Still trending. NHP has confirmed that, in fact, 59-year-old Kevin Ness was thrown from his motorcycle after his bike was struck by a vehicle on I-80 eastbound near the Wells Avenue exit Wednesday afternoon. An investigation into the crash is ongoing. No charges have been filed. On CNN.com, the most read story this morning is, thanks Putin, German stocks pummeled. According to CNN, the country's main stock index has fallen by 11% from its peak in late June on fears of trade war. Now, that means that the market is now technically in a correction. Europe and other Western nations have issued increasingly tough sanctions against Russia over its role in the destabilization of parts of Ukraine. On Fox and Twitter this morning, of course, what a lot of people are talking about. U.S. military launches airstrikes on terror targets in Iraq. According to Fox News and other agencies, the action comes after Obama announced late Thursday that he's authorized limited military force to defend American personnel in the region and to protect civilians who are stuck on a mountainside. The strike marks the deepest U.S. engagement in the country since the troop withdrawal, which happened in late 2011. All right, now on to our Viewer Voice segment where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'd love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson, and let me know that you're interested. All right, our first story, kind of a strange one. A church fundraiser in Wisconsin featuring pig wrestling, yep, pig wrestling, has drawn the attention of an animal rights group which wants to shut the event down, but the church says the animal rights group is misleading people on social media. Elaine Wells reports.
You talk about viral. I know what that word means now.
St. Patrick Church has been flooded with calls from concerned animal lovers.
It's basically put our parish out of business because our phones and emails are down.
Teamwork here, teamwork here.
For 44 years, they've hosted a fundraiser that features a pig wrestle where teams of people try to corral a pig in 45 seconds.
The pigs are probably having as much fun as the participants. And there's no cruelty to them whatsoever.
Global Conservation Group is calling it an illegal animal fight.
The possibility of pigs being punched in the face, kicked by, slammed, yelled at while they're trying to be put in the barrel.
You got to get that pig and this is contrary to what they're saying on the Facebook. We don't put them in a bucket.
The church says the pictures creating the most controversy online aren't from their event.
They're legitimately concerned with what they see and read on the Facebook page. I would be too.
Across Wisconsin, dozens of similar events are held every year, so why target the St. Patrick Roundup?
Usually what happens is county fairs host it, but this was really surprising because the church is supposed to teach kindness.
Thousands of people attend the weekend event, and a portion of the proceeds are donated to charity. We're told pig wrestling alone brings in $3,000.
Putting new siding windows, roof on the parish office building, re-roofing the church.
Church leaders invite people to come check out the event and ask questions, something they wish would have happened from the start.
To date, I have not received anything from this global conservation group.
That was Melaine Wells reporting. Ask your Google Plus group, what do you think about it? Should they stop doing it? And is it fair to talk about this one in particular spot when they are using pictures from other pig wrestling events? By the way, this group is saying that they're not putting the pigs in the bucket, which seems to be the big part of the problem. Starting off first with Kempton out of Canada. Kempton, your thoughts on this one? Kind of a strange one.
Yeah, well, I don't think that they should be forced to stop this. To me, the humans are the one that looks silly and funny and could hurt themselves. But I feel obligated to speak about this because we have Calgary Stampede, where real animals like calves get killed and sometimes horses, and to entertain people. So like, yeah, I'm struggling on this one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if there are animals hurt, that's not a good thing. You don't ever want that. But in this video, it looks like it'd be pretty dang hard to get your hands on a slippery, muddy pig within 45 seconds. I'm just saying, Justin, your thoughts on this one? Should we stop anyways? Even just chasing them around could be kind of a scary thing for them, so we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're saying it's not them in the footage, but then they're openly admitted to chasing pigs for the last 44 years. And if I was greased up and chased for 44 years, I'd be feeling pretty stressed by the end of it. So I'm sure the pigs are feeling pretty fed up with it.
I'm guessing it's not the same pig, but I know what you're saying here. Deanno, your thoughts, and is it time to get rid of these type of things? We see them at not just this event, but events throughout, you know, the U.S., at fairs and whatnot. Is it time to take this kind of event away and looking for something that's a little bit more humane?
More humane. It's like, come on, it's like the pig is having as much fun as anyone else. It gets to run around and play. It's like, I mean, let's define pig wrestling for a second. You take a pig, you put like baby oil on it, and you try to catch it. It's really not that complicated. No one's being hurt or anything. It's ridiculous. Aren't there more important things to be worried about than catching a pig? Really? That's what they're upset about? My God.
By the way, I bet you that pig would probably bite your butt if you got too close to it anyways. Shh. All right, next topic. Let's go ahead and move on. This is another one. When a police officer shows up to investigate a traffic accident, most of us probably think, man, that's just part of their job. That's what they're paid for through our taxes. But the city of Steubenville has an ordinance that allows the police officer to send a bill for their services. Michelle Newell reports.
Jessica Myers is concerned about a bill she got in the mail a month ago.
I seen this letter and it was from the city of Steubenville. And at first I was kind of confused, like, what's this about?
And it's what she saw here that turned those emotions of confusion to a state of shock.
It's for $279.
A bill addressed to her from Cost Recovery Corp.
Since 2011, City Council passed an ordinance allowing the police and fire department to charge for their services on traffic crashes where it could be established who was at fault.
Mostly because of the charges listed here. Services from the Steubenville Police Department who assisted Jessica during a car accident.
They told me not to pay it. They said that they've gotten this a lot. Like, the last one they had, they said, was a couple months ago. And they received the exact same thing, and our insurance company doesn't pay for it.
And it was Jessica Myers police said was at fault when she hit a car in front of her. It happened when she says a bunch of cars in front of her suddenly stopped, trying to avoid a pothole. And while Jessica says she didn't get a ticket for the incident, Steubenville Law Director Gary Rapella says her insurance company is responsible for the bill.
We shouldn't have to, or even the insurance company shouldn't have to pay for what we pay for in taxes.
While the city and the insurance company disagree, the good news, the city tells us it's not going after the individuals, only the insurance companies.
And that was Michelle Newell reporting. Although you know that if you go after the insurance company, ultimately it comes back to you, right? Because this was your incident that you're being insured for. So we're asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about the idea? Hey, if they need some cash and this helps keep the police department up and running, what's the big deal? Or, no, we already pay taxes. That's what this goes for. Kim, starting off with you out of Kansas City, your thoughts?
Okay, this is a case of passing the buck. They say that they're not going after the individual, but like she said, when they go after the insurance company, they're actually costing money to the individuals. I'm sorry, it's a stupid rule.
Glenn, I want to ask you, we already pay taxes to take care of the police department, but there's a lot of police departments out there who are struggling. They just don't have enough money. If this helps backfill for the money they need to be up and running, why not? What's the problem?
Well, part of the problem is if you take a look at what police departments are starting to purchase, they have now an armory, they have a lot of big armored vehicles, and they spend a lot of time on tactical militarized training. I bet you if they cut back on that just to the bare essentials, the money's already there to run all of the services that they should be providing.
All right, and Steve, you've got the last word on this one. Your thoughts on this one. Should she be charged for asking for help? Isn't that what we're trained to do? If there's an accident, something goes on, call 911, get the help, get the police department out there. That's what they're here for, to help the community. Your thoughts?
No, she shouldn't be charged. I mean, the taxes should be paying for not only the police service, but also to fix the pothole in the road, so the city's going to be liable either way. And it's ridiculous. I don't think they're going to win. The insurance company's going to win.
And by the way, this is not the only place that's doing it. There's a lot of places that do ask for money in return for services that are asked for from police department, ambulance, fire department, etc. Some stuff you can find online as well. All right, thanks everybody for being with us. We appreciate it. We're going to go now to a quick break, but before we do, if you're looking for a great flick to pick up this weekend, you may want to stay tuned. Movie critic Scott Birmingham may have a suggestion for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Seriously though, what kind of madness is that? It's like, how you gonna call the police? They gonna come out there and you gonna pay them again to do their job? My taxes are already paying for them to do their job. How come I got to pay them again? That's double dipping.
I posted with this story a little bit earlier today. There was I forget what state it's in, but you have to pay the fire department a monthly fee, and if you don't, they won't come out to your house and they'll let it burn down, and a house actually burned down because people didn't pay a $75 fee.
That's crazy. It's like before the advent of tax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean if you didn't actually pay them, they'd just all sit around at the station and not bother coming out at all?
That's exactly what happened.
It was
It
worse.
sounds like they're blackmailing their people.
Yeah.
It was worse than that. Seen a fire to protect the houses that were around, but they let the house that was on fire burn down.
What?
Before I have to run, Melissa, is Bill going to join you next week? What's the picture with Bill?
Oh, you know, we have a new show starting up.
All right.
So it's going to be on our Fox channel, and it's going to be a morning show. And the end of August we'll be launching, so we're super excited. I'm planning on pulling over Google Hangouts into our new show. So as soon as I can release all the exact information, I will to tell you guys about it. So I'm super excited.
It's gonna be fun.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
I'm excited.
All right, you guys have a good weekend.
Kempton, have a great weekend.
All right,
Thanks. Okay.
Go wrestle a pig. It's fun.
Yeah, right.
And Justin, just to let you know, the reason why Glenn has that gorgeous voice is because, in fact, that's what he does. He's a broadcaster. So
wonderful voice.
Isn't that nice?
And a mouthful of food because it's lunchtime here and I'm trying to show
Hey, that's all good.
visual, guys.
To go get some munchies myself.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Or at least some more coffee.
You don't need coffee. I see you're bobbing already.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's what everyone is ranting and raving about, but is it as good as everyone's saying it is? Well, we are talking about a new movie in theater. Let's talk now with Scott Birmingham, our movie critic here at News 4, to chit-chat about a big movie that's raccoons and
I don't know, a bunch of interesting characters. Let's quickly review the tops at the box office this week. At number 1, Guardians of the Galaxy, soaring it at $94 million. At a distant second is Lucy, doing $18 million. And not too far behind that, at number 3, is Get On Up, the James Brown biopic, making $13 million. Today we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. 26 years after being abducted, our main character, Peter Quill, finds himself the prime target after discovering an orb by Ronan the Accuser. We then have the writing, the humor, the special effects, the music, and the premise of these 5 very interesting characters is simply fun, fun, fun. I don't have the time needed to go through the whole list here, so I'll quickly comment on just 2. The writing. It's fresh, quirky, sarcastic, even juvenile, but it keeps the dialogue from getting too stiff and nerdy. The effects are fantastic and play out well in this movie, as it greatly adds to the visual storytelling and the believability of it. I went to see this on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the theater was packed. I easily give this 4 out of 4 clicks if you can see it on the big screen.
I just love the raccoon. I don't know what it is. I just love
Very cute.
I love it. All right, so for those who are looking to rent this weekend or check out a DVD, what do we have?
On the DVD front, we have a few selections, actually. The thriller Oculus, Divergent, featuring Shailene Woodley, and the action-packed film The Need for Speed. I did a review for the last 2 movies when they were released, and will say you cannot go wrong with either Divergent or The Need for Speed.
Oculus is a scary movie, right?
Yes, it's a little bit on the horror side, yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's about a mirror or something along those
Something
lines.
like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real quickly, what are we talking about for next week?
Next week, we're going to be talking about Into the Storm. Is it just an updated version of Twister? And something that somebody suggested was that we should start doing some smaller movies, not just the big blockbusters, but sometimes there are movies that come out for, unfortunately, like a week or so.
Yeah.
But, you know, if they do come to DVD, you know, they're in our area, even if it's for a limited time, and we should talk about those too.
Yeah, so let's try 2. If you've got an idea on a movie that's maybe smaller and going into a smaller theater, let us know about it, and we'll send Scotty out to go check it out. All right, Scott, thanks for being with us.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
Thanks.
All right, we go to Alex now with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Alex.
Good Friday to you, Melissa. How beautiful is it out there? There is a little haziness, though, but we'll take a look at your air quality, how that's shaping up, and how your weekend's shaping up. That next.
Thank you, sweet cheeks. Good job. You tied up there?
Yeah. I'm like a little bit tough. You know, I did tell general manager. I know I didn't. I don't think I mentioned this to her, but I told her about doing some of this for batch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great spot for it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'm kind of excited.
Don't you dare leave the forum.
No.
How dare you? How dare you abandon us? Oh, twinkle, twinkle, now new little show. I'm going to go over there. Nice, thanks, Scotty. Who put you on first?
She's going to say,
wow.
I made you.
Made the big cheese.
You better run, Scotty.
Thanks. I love Scotty.
Listener. We never knew.
Scotty McScotterson.
You only beat up on the ones you love. Listen,
She looks that way. The
I-
second she looks that way.
I would not beat up Alex, because I tell you what, I would get one straight to the kisser and I'd feel it.
Yeah, one of these days we'll be watching you. You'll be drop kicked out of that seat.
You can beat up Bill.
Oh.
You can beat up Bill.
I don't laugh so hard. I absolutely could beat up Bill. Listen, here's what I said. I didn't say I could beat him up. I said that I could choke him out, because I do know how to do chokeholds, okay?
She's got moves.
For criminy sakes, you don't need to be...
I don't want to
I mean,
get in a fight with you. You've got all the moves.
Listen, you don't need to be like big Hulkamania to take
All
someone
right,
down.
for this big Melissa Bill throwdown, I got $5 on Melissa. Who else wants in on this?
You guys know what this is right here.
Yeah, what's that?
The
What's that?
gun rack. All right? All right?
22s maybe, but the gun rack.
Hey, 22 can hurt
The gun
you.
is the gun.
You're not very big. They
All right,
don't
Steve.
wanna
See you later, man.
No, that's the whole thing with jits. You don't have to be. Welcome back, everybody. Alex Sachs joins us now with a look at our forecast. Everybody's waiting for you to tell us that it's going to be an amazingly beautiful, sunny, hot weekend.
And you know what? If you will look outside, if you look out your window right now, I say push that haze away.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Friday.
Absolutely.
It's the haze that's kind of making it look like it's not as beautiful as it is out there. But we've worked long and hard, had a little rainy days for a day like today. 80-degree temperatures, blue skies. We're just blanketed with a little haze. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but this is a beautiful photo sent into our News 4 Facebook page by Darlene. This is a Reno sunset. Some of those clouds moving in towards the evening always make Our sunset's so beautiful. I'm like a broken record. I love them so much. But I wanted to talk about air quality real quick. So it's still at moderate. It was last shot at 81 for the points there, and in that whole range up to 100, it's still considered moderate. So even though it looks really hazy out there, it's actually the air quality not so bad. And the reason for that is we do have a little inversion out there. So all these fires in NorCal and Oregon are bringing some of that funky air in. It's sort of trapping in our area. But we do have 80 degrees in Reno right now, 85 in Fallon, 92 already down in Las Vegas. But we are going to continue to see close to average temperatures for our high. We'll be pretty normal for the next 7 days. Yesterday we topped out at 89 degrees, 61 the lows. So our overnight lows are actually a little warmer. Now we do still have that chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms moving into our area towards this afternoon. Early evening is when you may expect that. There's just about a 30% chance in Reno, the lake, and then also Carson City. And put our future cast into motion, you can see it a little bit better, some of that cloud cover picking up a little later on in the day, and as well as some of that moisture. But that's actually pretty typical for this time of year, getting some of those storms moving in into the late afternoon. 85 and 55 for Elko, southeast winds to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies over there. Not going to see the scattered rainfall they've seen the past couple of days. 93 and 62 for Hawthorne, into the mid-90s for Fallon and Lovelock. A little warmer there than what we're seeing up around Reno. 80 and 50 for South Lake Tahoe. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And again, partly cloudy skies at the lake. It should be pretty beautiful up there. If you want to go check out the lake over the weekend, they are going to see the same thunderstorms we're going to see in the afternoons. They make them a little sooner. Otherwise, it should be pretty beautiful out there. 89 and 58 for Carson City, and then up north around Reno, we have good conditions here. 91 and 61 for Spanish Springs, and then around Reno, staying in the low 90s for today, topping out at 91 degrees, an overnight low of 64. So our overnight lows are still a little warm, but we're looking at low 90s for the rest of your forecast in the next 7 days. Expect clouds to continue to build as we head into the afternoon, and then keeping that chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon. That'll also be the case for Carson City. They're going to top out in the upper 80s, it looks like, for the next 7 days, and then South Lake Tahoe working their way into the 80s for the next 3 days. Should be fairly nice up there during the day. Back to you.
All right, Alex, thank you so much for that. Coming up next, it is time to get back to school. Are you tech ready? Tips on what you should consider buying. Coming up next. Stay with us.
Wait, hold up. She said that she's small but mighty and can run fast.
That's right.
Good.
You know what's the key about running fast is if I realize that I'm going to get my butt whooped, I'm out of there. You never even knew that I was there in the first place.
That's a really great motivation to run fast.
Yeah, I was like, you want to give Melissa motivation to run fast? Tell her there's a food truck outside.
Spot on.
If you want to give Melissa motivation to run fast, tell her there's a food truck outside.
One day you show up, you text her and say, "Hey, I'm outside and there's a food truck."
Another straight jacket. Boom.
Oh, cronuts. Cronuts.
What's a cronut? Wait a second, now I'm curious.
You don't know what a cronut is? It's a croissant and donut.
Ooh.
Croissant dough that they stamp out to make the donut, deep fry it like a donut, and then mangiare.
Is that right?
They have them at rounds. They have them at rounds.
Does that mean somewhere there's a Dusson?
They originated in New York.
One would think, Justin.
In New York, yeah. And they're amazing.
People stand around corners to get cronuts as soon as they find out they're available.
Cronuts. Who came up with the name Cronut?
Wait a second now. With
Who
that,
cares what you call it? Just eat it.
you necessarily want to say that. For those people who can look closely to the screen, a listener of mine in the UK sent me this.
Oh, yeah.
Hurrah!
Yeah.
So I don't want to
seen
hear
that.
anything about cronuts.
Quite right, too.
And welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news, Netflix is raking in the dough. The company's subscriber revenue inched past HBO in the second quarter with $1.146 billion compared to HBO's $1.141 billion. Netflix has fewer subscribers than HBO, but it doesn't have to split the revenue with cable distributors like HBO does. Netflix executives have cited HBO as a model as it moves into original programming. Well, a lot of money is going to be spent on what's become an absolute necessity for students, but a survey suggests at least it's money well spent. Details from NBC's Chris Clackham.
The National Retail Federation predicts parents will be spending close to $75 billion this year to equip their kids for back to school. And a Harris survey commissioned by Dell found a lot of that will go to buy technology, mainly laptop or tablet computers.
The average amount of money parents are spending on technology for their kids who are 16 to 19 is $635, which is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, but parents will be happy to know the Harris survey also found it's apparently money well spent. 77% of over 500 students interviewed said they often go directly from the classroom to their device for more information on the classroom subject.
The accessibility is key. You want your child to be able to access information wherever they are, whenever they need it, and that's what that device is really going to give them.
Lauren Berger is a career counselor, author, and founder of InternQueen.com, who also found in the survey this interesting upside for parents.
Over 55% of parents in this Harris poll said that they are speaking to their kids less, but actually communicating more, whether that be via email, texting, social media.
All of which is made easier now that more colleges and universities are offering on-campus free Wi-Fi. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
For the industry. All right, coming up next, President Obama has a lot on his plate right now, but is singing one of them? Apparently so. Pretty awesome, too. Viral videos coming up next. Oh, Diano, please go try out for Dancing with the Bighorns. Please.
Not a chance. I don't trust none one of y'all. Y'all on your little iPhones and all that. You taking pictures and things of that nature. You probably wouldn't, Antonia. I believe you. Melissa, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Every day, twice on Sunday. Don't think for 1 second I would not sneak in there. Smooth hair, glasses, a whole nine.
You know, if you want to come be a judge, you're more than welcome to.
Diana, I'll give you a clue. If you can't dance, I was told the easiest way to dance is to try and spell your name with your butt in the air.
I may have a new YouTube video inspiration.
Oh, Lordy.
That was good.
No, but seriously, I'm getting tickets for everyone, every game, for free on me, and you can go to any game you want. Alex is going to be forced to come. I'm going to make her come.
Are you going to be going to the games?
Yeah, I've already admitted that I've never been to one. Well, it's like
from what I'm seeing, it's like Antonia doesn't really seem to be making this optional. So
yeah, it's kind of like we're going.
Yeah, it's like she didn't say it's like I'm inviting you to games. She said I'm making you go to the games. It's like
I heard it.
I can't say no if it's not a question.
Why are you involved, Antonia?
But it's all on me.
I wish that you would fall in line with me that easy, Diano. Cheese and crackers. Jeez.
Antonia.
Yeah.
And we're going to have audio off the top here for about 10 seconds.
Bighorn. What is that?
Say that one more time.
How are you involved in what?
Sierra's
I coach the
commercials outdated.
You coach? All I heard was you coach.
I coach the dance team for the Bighorns.
The Reno Bighorns is our semi-pro basketball team here in town.
Oh, y'all got a pro basketball team?
Semi.
I wish it was pro.
Oh. So you want Diano to try out for the cheerleading squad?
Try to help, and you get little smarty boots. Thanks, you guys. Smarty boots.
Melissa being helpful? Really? Who is she talking to?
Welcome back, everybody. Well, they have done it again. YouTube superstars Barack Dubs has taken another popular song and redone it presidential style.
I like that, Brock Dubs.
Take a listen.
First, I'm the realist. Right. And let the whole world feel it. Feel it. and I'm still in the murder business. I couldn't hold you down like I'm giving lessons in physics. Right? You should want to bet. Bitch like this. Drop it low and pick it up just like this.
By the way, this one is called Barack Obama Singing Fancy by Iggy Azalea. In the description, it reads, quote, as per tradition, our president sings the songs of the summer. You can share this on our Facebook page, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you back here on News 4 at noon.
You should taste that. I'm so fancy.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I love those.
I have to just.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
The time and dedication it takes to put something like that together is like I can't even fathom it.
There has got to be some sort of program.
Antonio getting funky.
I know, funky. I love that. There's got to be some sort of program that they listen to all of the words. You know, that it must like differentiate the words and pull it out. I can't imagine.
That is unreal. Unreal that they edit that together.
Every single word. Love it. I mean, because they do it on Jimmy Fallon. No, Jimmy Fallon does it too, right? Oh, no.
All of this state-of-the-art technology, and this is what we use it for.
Yeah, exactly. That's like satellite technology, isn't it? You use it just to text your mate the other side of the room.
You have to go through a lot of content.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got like what looks like 8, 9, 10, 15 different pieces that they're looking at to get those words. How do they find the word fancy?
Got me.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, it's like, and I feel the other thing with technology is like, I mean, hey, the smartphone I carry around in my pocket are more powerful than the computers that we use to put men on the moon. I use it to play solitaire when I'm bored waiting in line at the grocery store.
I know, my kids are always like, what games do you have on there, Mom? I'm like, solitaire. And until you figure out how to play solitaire, that's all we're going to get on my phone. That's it. All right, you guys. Hey, we're out here. Bill's gone for the day today, so I'm helping out with the new. I'm going to head upstairs. Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Yes, always a pleasure. Weekend confirmed. Hope you all have a great one.
It is Friday. Have a fabulous weekend.
Just let me know the details, Antonio.
Yay! And we'll see you back here on Monday if you guys are around.
Sounds good.
Would you
have a good time. Good weekend.
You too.
Melissa?
Bye.
Can I give you a call today, or are you just straight busy?
Today I'm booked because Bill is out, so I'm helping Amanda with the noon, and then right after I have a shoot at 1. So today it's kind of crazy, but can we do it on Monday? Monday would be a good day.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yes.
All right, hon. We'll see you then.
I apologize for not calling you Wednesday.
No,
it was a crazy
no
week.
worries. No worries. No, I know. A lot of stuff going on. No problem. But let's do it Monday.
Okay.
All right, hon. Have a great weekend.